I'm Phil Rizzuto from the Rizzuto Law Firm. Last night, Governor Cuomo signed legislation fully repealing the state's COVID-19 nursing home and hospital immunity provisions that were buried into last year's budget. This immunity shielded not only frontline workers, but nursing home owners and executives, as well as hospital executives, from any civil and criminal liability that took place over the past year. As you know, or may not know, this has been fought on many levels to protect the rights of these residents. Over the past summer, part of that law was repealed and the immunity was limited to the treatment and diagnosis of COVID-19 related matters. The reality is that most of the neglect that occurs in nursing homes really happens because the nursing homes are understaffed. And when the pandemic hit, the understaffed facilities were even more understaffed because of what was happening. And this is why you hear all the horrific stories of how these residents were treated. But the question I've always had is, after the lockdown, and we know that these nursing homes were locked down for the past year until recently when the restrictions were lifted, how are people getting COVID in September and October and January of this year if they've been locked down for the past year, if it's not for neglect? So we're going to find out whether or not this repeal is retroactive, and the residents who've been affected over the past year can seek justice for their injuries and sometimes even their death, or whether or not it just goes into effect going forward. And like I said, what we do know is that a big part of it was repealed back in August of 2020. So if someone developed a bed sore, or they fell and they sustained injury as a result of the nursing home's neglect, those cases are actionable. The big question is if the nursing home didn't treat somebody and they got COVID and died back in August, again, my feeling is that it had to occur because of some neglect. But is it actionable, and is that immunity repealed? We're going to continue to look into this, and I will continue to keep you updated. As I learn things, I will pass them on to you. And if you found any of this information helpful, please hit like on the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Rizzuto Law Firm. As I promised you, I will provide you with information as I get it. Hopefully the information is helpful to you. And if you have any questions, always feel free to give me a call at 1-855-RIZZUTO, RIZZUTO. I will be happy to talk to you. I'll be happy to answer any questions that I can. And if I can't, I'll find somebody that can. And I'll do whatever I can to help you. So stay safe, everybody, and have a good evening.